What's going on, people? Back at it again with another episode of the Quiet Card Podcast. It's your boy Money right here. I got Jerry on the other line right here.
What's up? What's up?
Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. We have made it to episode 6. I know a lot of people say that we couldn't make it, but we're here, baby. Right? We ain't out here speeding, crashing cars like some people are. But anyway, on this episode right now, we're going to talk about basically what we talked about last week is the how every player that you're playing is always a risk. And always you collecting is always a risk. We can talk about the whole Rice situation. Of course, we got show recap. Actually, gonna be a trade show recap. We're gonna have that. That's going on. A huge Charizard.
First edition. PSA
First edition, shadowless, sold for big money over the last week. So that happened. Caitlin Clark is her. We want to let that be known. She is her, breaking all types of numbers, even viewership. Take that. All right.
Ticket prices, everything.
We got WrestleMania this weekend, so that's gonna be lit. We still got some March Madness going on. We're gonna talk about Alabama. The boys are still playing. Okay. Yes, the boys are still playing and everything. But how was your weekend?
Man, the weekend was great, man. So for the trade show recap, we were over at Nerd Stop in Hazel Green, Alabama. And it was lit, bro. It was lit. I mean, there was a solid probably 30 to 40 people there. I mean, it was jam-packed. Now, there were children, there were adults, so there was a good mix of everything. But I'm telling you, man, you missed out. It was a great time. It was a great time.
So I was at the movies, and I already knew about the show. I didn't have the information on the show. So I was at the movies, had to go see King Kong Godzilla, which is 10 out of 10. If anybody got a problem with that, talk to your auntie, don't talk to me. And so I was in the movies, I got the information, everything. I just read the whole thing wrong. I wasn't there. I just was like, I should have been there, but how long has that shop been over in Hazel Green?
So so this is their second or third trade day. So I think, man, they've probably been open less than a year or something along that line. He's mainly a Funko, like he's got a ton of Funkos. And he's got a lot of sealed product as far as Pokemon. But definitely it's a super cool spot. Like I don't know, man. We were probably 15 tables. Like it was a good setup, and you were super squashed. Like you kind of had to scoot your chair in for somebody to walk back behind you. But man, while you were at the movies, I was eating good. So I did about 4 or 5 trades, something like that, and I finally traded up to this. And the cool thing,
what are you showing?
So. Yes, for our audio listeners, this is a first appearance of Hoot Hoot, and it's from the Topps product. And the important thing with these is these silver hollows were super, super rare and really, really condition sensitive. For our sports listeners, pretty similar to like a PMG scenario where pretty much even out the pack, stuff came really, really rough. Like even the corners on where they cut it, you can tell. But other than that, I got some modern stuff, nothing too crazy. Just showing some full arts and stuff here. But yeah, man, it was a great time. It was a great time. They had snacks, they had chips, they had donuts, they had drinks. I mean, definitely if you had like a wife, kids, responsibilities, and you still wanted to play with Pokemon cards and be in the hobby, it's a great way, man. Super inviting. Like you couldn't be a stranger. Like there was a bunch of people and you saw them kind of come in, and the shop owner's like, yeah, man, come on in. Here's drinks, here's this. Like super warm and inviting. And I know our local sports shop, shout out to Champ Sports Shop in Huntsville, Alabama. I think they're the best in Alabama. That's my personal opinion. But when he runs trade nights, he does the same thing. Pizza, drinks, snacks, the whole nine. And I
Which we
think
need
it's a
another
great
one.
way of building community. Say that again.
We need another trade night.
Yeah, shout out Brooks. Come on, we need another trade day over at Champs.
Yeah.
Really, I love his shop. And that's a similar setup where it's just kind of a narrow, not, it's not a small shop, but it's definitely not Cards HQ. And I kind of prefer that small feel. It's got a very homey feel.
You speaking of PMG, you still have the Austin Matthews?
Oh yeah.
So yeah, just a little update for the NHL listeners out there. Leading scoring goals in right now was 62. Okay, just let you know. Just let you know.
Sip of my water.
Just let you know. I'm glad that the whole incident, you almost getting rid of it. That you know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah. Yeah. So, and
it.
just a little backstory on that. I was actually going to run my PMG Austin Matthews as the SGC 9.5. And actually, that was before SGC announced getting acquired.
Yep.
Thank God I didn't run it, bro. Yeah, Amani, shout out. He talked me out of it. He said, "No, bro, just wait." And I was like, it's the right move.
You're already holding it so long, yeah. I think
Yeah,
that's a gold mine right now.
I agree, bro.
It's a gold mine right now.
And I'm not trying to like give false hope to people, but man, if there's a chance that PSA goes, hey, since a 9.5 is basically a 10 with SGC with PSA, it would be so cool for them to do a cross. That would be so cool. And I know that it's kind of been like slowly rumored, which, rumblings mean nothing. But I have noticed SGC 9.5 prices have actually risen since the acquisition. So it gives hope, man. It gives hope.
Yeah, I think people are just looking at SGC now as a liable grading company. I mean, I've been seeing numbers with SGC, but also I'm seeing more SGC products out there. So
well, I think SGC's always been a big deal, but mostly in the vintage space, where they're coming to in the modern space.
Yeah, because people are finally accepting them.
Well, okay, hold on. Here's the real deal. Sex appeal is with SGC is you send that sucker off, 2 weeks, it's back at the front door, bro. When's PSA done like that? I mean, unless you're dropping
PSA don't care.
What was it, $10,000 for a Wemby 101?
$8,000 for a Wemby.
$8,000 for a 101. Yeah.
At the
definitely.
door.
Yeah. That's
2 hours.
You're not getting your PSA stuff that speed. That's where SGC's winning. And the customer service, like
PSA don't care.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to go as far as say they don't care, but boy, it just doesn't have the same like SGCP met dude at National, like, just a fist bump, like nothing, like sat and talked to him. Nice enough guy, hey, bro, love your content. Boom. Oh, thanks, man.
He was
Obviously, he was in corporate. Yeah, I thought he was at corporate. I'm pretty sure SGCP was there.
I didn't see it. Well, I mean, I didn't really move around. I didn't know he was up there.
Yeah, man, I was trying to meet everybody.
Now, listen, I was behind that table. I didn't move till Sunday. So, like I said, I didn't get stuff graded with Beckett, which I should have. But no, I did not. I didn't know that he was
Listen. My thing is, when I went to National and graded with Beckett, dude, I was in that line for 2 hours. First off, I should have done better and made an appointment. Like, for sure, that's on me.
Yeah.
But man, like, I could have done so much cooler stuff. I could have gone and played at the CGC booth for 2 hours straight and had more fun than that. I mean, because they had all the like amusement park games set up and all that. That was a great time.
So speaking of amusement parks, let's just talk about this guy right here. This is crazy. Now, we discussed last week the importance of Pokemon cards and modern day football, basketball, and baseball cards, because we have always said that Charizard cannot get hurt. Charizard cannot beat up on his coach. And
now he can't wreck a Corvette.
And out racing a Lamborghini Urus with his own Corvette.
Furious, baby.
So the update on that is allegedly he was in the car of the Corvette. So he owns the Corvette and he rented out the Lamborghini Urus to basically a company in Dallas, this and this. So after the incident happened, he allegedly texted the owner of the company and said, my bad. I'll buy you a new Lamborghini. Allegedly. This is from TMZ. Allegedly. And we're just gonna say that. So publicly, he hasn't really come out and said anything, but allegedly, this is what's going on. So it's but that's the whole deal. I got my.
So do you think this is gonna ruin my Rashid Rice 101 collection? Like, man, I was just ready to build it up. Like,
I mean, listen, people still buying Juan DeFranco, but
hey.
I'm just saying.
Well, hey, now you know what Charizard was doing while Rashid was racing?
What are you doing?
I think he hit 294 $773,000 for a PSA 10 first edition Shadowless Charizard. Now that did have a silver NBA label on it, so that NBA label gives it a certain level of a pedigree, especially
I didn't know
with
that.
the higher value things like that. You generally want to have that level of, the grader got graded, and that's the instant where that pays off, because that makes the difference. And I really want to say that's a new all-time high for the PSA 10 Shadowless Charizard. So once again, hey, he can't do Wander Franco stuff. He can't do Fast and Furious stuff. Like, Charizard's pretty lit, y'all. I mean, TCG's taking over.
I did not know that he had the label on there. So that's what I thought. It was gold.
That was so
I'm looking
NBA,
at it right now.
I think they do silver, gold, and black. And
so this
black is like the black label. So the silver was
Okay, I see it now.
But
okay,
the idea of that is it's the top 1 or 2% of all, so it has the eye appeal.
Right.
And I personally have a Disney card with an NBA gold sticker on it because it's a PSA 4, but it just looks so much better than a 4.
Mm-hmm.
And when I took it to the guys at NBA, and I saw them at National, and really nice guys. But yeah, they were super excited when I brought it in. They were like, "God, this looks amazing!" And I was like, "Dude, that's how I felt too." And I think the sticker makes the difference, and especially for the cost of the additional appraisal, I guess you could say, because I guess they're not really assigning, anything more. It's just kind of a, hey, top eye appeal.
Now, how big is that with Pokemon collecting?
Well, I bet you it's just increased since, that last sale, because
there you go.
I was shouting this out last year and people were going, the sticker's dumb. Who's going to grade the grader? It's already been graded once. Why am I going to grade it again?
Mm-hmm.
To which I totally get, right? But when it comes down to the prices and you look at what an NBA diamond, because that's what they like to call it, the stickers, they say they're NBA diamonds. That's what the diamond does, man. I mean, it really, really, these guys with Rolexes, these guys with yachts, these guys who are buying these nice things, they see the NBA diamond and they go, yeah, I'll take the one with the sticker for a little more. Because they know, like, it's not going to be a bogus scenario where you look at the back and you're like, dude, how did this get a 10? No, you're going to know rock solid, like, this is the bee's knees.
That's what I got to do. I got to find me a card that can get graded by Mike. That's what I do.
Honestly, if you would have kept the Shohei, that would have been the move, because that was beautiful. I mean, honestly, had you had the Shohei graded and then like an NBA gold, holy crap, bro.
I know. But,
and for like a price reference for people, like, we're just making up imaginary numbers. But if something normally sells for $1,000, if you had that sticker on it for that additional cost, generally you're getting an extra $200, $300, $400,
At least.
sometimes significantly more. And so it's all relative to price. So for something that's over $100,000, that's a potential Honda Civic that you just bought because you had the sticker. I mean, a little extra effort goes a long way, but that also goes with being educated. So that's why we're trying to educate. That's why we're trying to educate people on the subject.
And speaking about your boy, also, I just want to give a shout out to all the people that's basically dumping his stuff right now because they're just like super scared that he's gonna get kicked out the MLB. Let me tell you something. I had been approached by people in California. Hey, would you like my Shohei? Are you looking for Shohei? And I go, of course I'm looking for Shohei. Give me that. You're dumping? Give me that. I love to pick him up. All right. For a very, very low cost. Because if I don't do it now, all them prices are gonna go up in November,
Yeah,
boy.
that's what I was gonna say. If you were thinking of jumping into the Shohei market,
Do it now.
literally you have a window right now where it's crashed and jump in.
Yeah. Do it
Because
now.
it's only gonna go up. Assuming FanDuel doesn't reach out and go, hey, actually, he's our new
that would be
sponsored
the play.
athlete.
That would be a play. Be like, hey, let's that's a play. If I'm FanDuel or I'm DraftKings,
I don't know why FanDuel doesn't do that. They are slipping up, bro. Literally, why do you not have like the player of the week?
I would give Shohei. I would sponsor Shohei. I would literally just drop and then go, hey, I know you ain't
Promo
gonna do
code
it.
Shohei doesn't bet.
Ooh. They will match your $100 bet.
Oh God, no! You get a free 4.5.
You get a free. Jeez. Put hashtag interpreter in there. Also, you put another $3 in there. Goodness gracious. So speaking of Shohei, people really dumping him, and trust me, there are people out here trying to dump him. So go ahead and dump him. That's all I'm saying. Go ahead and dump him. What I've been really seeing, probably the last week or so, probably the last couple of weeks, is that I'm seeing that people are talking about how the market is trending up. And let me just give a little notice to people right now and give a little
we need to clear
knowledge.
this up for people because
let's just make this known. In 2020, everybody was buying stuff. 2021, everybody was buying stuff. Okay, and they had a lot of cash on them. The market goes up. Okay, then we're talking about the car market.
Somebody was also printing money too. Not to get political, but
printing. Giving y'all money.
The most money I think they've ever printed historically.
Giving y'all money. Okay. And you put that money into any market, it goes up exponentially. Okay. So let's just get that clear. Way up in the air. We're talking about all the way up, Fat Joe. Okay. Of course.
All the way up.
Because it's not a typical how the market works. It's going to not crash, but it's going to level itself out. So we're not talking about a crash. We're not going to use terms like that over here. It's that it's going to level itself out because it went up like this and not supposed to be this high. And it will correct itself. So here's the deal. Let me let y'all know. Last year, we all was talking about everything's down, market's crashing, all this other hoopla, and getting all these people out of here. And I said this before, and I'm going to say this again, is that every time a market corrects itself, it takes everybody out of it that's not supposed to be in there. That's what the market does. I don't care what kind of, it's a market. So we're talking about sports cards, it's a market. So when it goes and it corrects itself, the market seems like it's going down. Okay? And it's not. That's why you have to prepare yourself for the correction. When something's up super high and it's not supposed to be there, when people are freaking out that cars are selling for way overpriced is not at what is not supposed
My
to sell
Luca
for.
Silver is $2,800.
That's not the
We've got
norm.
20 of them.
It's not the norm. So you have to understand. You have to research. I know people that's been in this market now has not experienced this type of market velocity going up and down. Okay, cool, whatever. So everything was down last year because everything was up a year before. That's just how it works. Let's just say that. This is how it works. And everything's going to go up because everything was down last year. So of course it's going to go up. This is not a shock. Let's just not sit here and go, oh my gosh, this is great. No, it was going to happen because everything's leveling out. But we're not going to get the real numbers until next year. Everything's corrected right now. Everything's where it's supposed to be at. Some of the stuff. But as a whole, as a market, it's basically kind of where it's at. It's leveled out right now. Everything's not really going to go up as super high. It's not really going to fall down super low. It's where it's supposed to be at right now. The real number is supposed to be next year. Now, I understand that y'all talking about how everything's going up this and this, but we don't need videos out here talking about the market's going up. We should buy.
I want to make some clarification too. The whole time that like everybody was crashing, I was buying. Like I know you were buying. Like essentially, like when it's crashing, that's the best time to buy, and when it's up, it's the best time to sell. Although, like realistically, you should be taking money on the way down and on the way up, like 100%. Like don't forget to pay your bills, pay the lights, pay the internet, you know. But yeah, man, I think the other thing is just like you said, it pushes out the people who were supposed to not be there. So I think Warren Buffett has a quote that says, when the tide goes out, you can always tell who is skinny dipping. And so that was those people who were double, triple leveraged into positions and cards. And man, I'm going to leave people's names out, but I remember dealers going, man, I've got credit card bills to pay. I've got, you know, these bills I've got to pay. I'm just selling stuff. And
that's on them.
100%. I always give people the advice of start with a budget, stick to that budget, take that money. And if you can't make that money grow, don't really add more money to it. You know, like, you know, you have to grow it, because I saw a lot of guys. I mean, there were guys that showed up on YouTube. They were there. They were cool. They were buying. Here's 10 grand, blah, 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 blah. Well, then that high end market dropped, and all these guys who were double, triple leveraged, like just don't trade with leverage. That's on anything, like cards, anything. Don't trade with leverage. That's my personal opinion. I mean, I feel like it's the safest route. It's super slow. I know it looks terrible on a P&L sheet, but you know, the fact is like, as long as my bills are paid and you can still buy, that's a great position to be in, even if the market's dropping, even if the market's going up. Like, so a lot of people are trying to time the market. You're either in or you're out. Jumping off the roller coaster doesn't help.
It's a lot of guesses. There's a lot of guesses out there. But like I said, the market's healthy right now. Now we got, you know, people that don't want to be in here. There's people still trying to get out of this situation. And I love it too. Let me know. Hit me up on DMs. Hey, I'm trying to get out of this. Perfect.
Well, do you think Rashid Bryce is going to get a dual auto with Vin Diesel?
I think so.
I think it would be lit.
That would be sick.
Hey, Leaf, hear us out. Come on. Like, that would do numbers.
You know, speaking of Leaf, who is, I don't know about Leaf, but they're coming out with a Muhammad Ali collection this month, I believe. I believe it's this month. And I'm going like, if any Leaf that I'm going to spend money on, that probably would be it. Only thing Leaf is good for is just autos.
If I'm doing Leaf anything, it's either Pop Century or soccer. Yeah, that's it. They've done the Muhammad Ali stuff to like no ends. And if I was going to do the Muhammad Ali stuff, Upper Deck has some super cool autographs, some super like cool like boxing shorts, match worn event kind of stuff. I don't like the shiny. I know,
I think
tar
it's
and
shiny.
feather me. Like all shiny cards and stuff. I mean, unless it's Pokemon, I don't
Are
like
you
it.
just talking about?
Like
Yeah, I just don't.
I don't get it.
You said in general, yeah.
And the
I
guys that I've got advice
mm-mm.
from who's done the best is they're like, quit buying the shiny stuff. Like either move into
Of Leaf.
vintage. Definitely with any kind of leaf. The old leaf is way better. I mean, that's like the God. If you had the Kim Kardashian leaf, have you seen that autograph?
I have.
Oh, bro, that's like 10 bands. Like, so
That's
if I'm
crazy.
doing leaf product, I'm doing older leaf. I don't want to do modern. But I do need
Really,
that Kim K auto though, like with the little
I
heart.
wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind doing like a Rick. I always want like a Rick Ross auto. I need rappers. I wouldn't mind doing like a Rick. You know, something like I got Ludacris. I would do like a Ludacris auto. I think I've seen. I think Prison
Ludacris has
God has
got a
something like
tops
that.
auto. Yeah, I would love to see some rappers autographs. I really think they're missing out on that. I mean, I know they had like what was it, Meek Mill on the card, but I don't think he had an
Mm-hmm.
autograph.
He has auto.
Did he?
Because I know
Okay,
people. I know people who had Meek Mill autos, and I think I almost bought one somewhere.
that's cool.
I'm glad I didn't know, but
No, did he?
no Diddy, no Diddy. Speaking of that, speaking of autos, which is pretty crazy to now. WrestleMania is this week. WrestleMania is Sunday. It should be Sunday. I think it's Sunday in Philly. And I looked at the lineup and everything. Listen, I haven't watched wrestling since the Attitude Era, so I'm
Oh
just
wait, hold on. That would be the one Leaf product. Isn't Leaf coming out with the Rock autographed cards? I'm
no
pretty sure
because
that's a thing.
no. Well, no because okay. So that was his. For what I understand,
Oh, they
is that
bought stickers or something?
that was his last. He signed with Leaf. Leaf did a thing already with The Rock,
Okay.
and so that was his last really signing that I believe. But I think from what I heard, I think it was Sports Card Nonsense. I heard was that might be what Ruben may try to do in either a future product of wrestling is to have
Oh,
his auto
really?
because the Rock ain't signing this year. You got Stone Cold who's signing. You got I think Hulk Hogan who's got autos in the new. I think it's
Hogan's
Top
got a ton of
Wrestling
autos, man. That's as a guy who likes
license.
autographs, huh?
License?
Uh, license or not, they're authenticated. I mean, it might be hand on card autos, but he signs a bunch. He signs a ton. I mean,
I
it's a
need
cool
it.
autograph. Don't get me wrong, it looks great, but I like the rare autographs. Give me that Disney auto. Give me that like Michael Jordan signed a check autograph. That's what I need.
I need like and I just want I would love to do a Stone Cold auto.
So with WrestleMania, what do you think of now? Isn't this Cody Rhodes like second or third time appearing? Something to that effect? In a WrestleMania match?
So what I understand is that Cody Rhodes is I know I don't know if I'm gonna botch this, but I know that he's got a I don't know if he's in the main event. I don't know how to do WrestleMania. It's like I think it's like a 2-day event, which is like what are you gonna like, what is it? What are you gonna do for 2 days? It's crazy. But I do know that the Rock is fighting with Roman Reigns. He's tag team with Roman Reigns with somebody. And got this whole like bloodline thing is going on, which
Yeah.
which I would love to get into that. And I just found out like the I don't know if I'm gonna botch this again, but the
Now,
brothers,
is
the
it the
Otis brothers.
bloodline or something like that? Like it's like they've got like two ways they can do the match, one way with no rules and one way with rules or something to that
So
effect?
that's what I was hearing. It was like they have a bloodline rules or something that apparently from I guess last weekend I guess that affects what happens like in WrestleMania or something. So I was like, that's dope. Don't really know the whole detail about that is, but listen, if somebody knows, let me know. And
so my connect on wrestling, that was kind of what he was telling me. He said, it's going to probably go one or two ways, but he was saying that there's two scenarios mainly that people are forecasting, where one's going to be a no rules, crazy, and something with rules. And he goes, bro, they're going to do the no rules thing. Like, and I have very basic knowledge. I literally only know what dude tells me. So I'm not an expert by any means,
yeah,
but
so
he
don't come
did say
after.
it should be nuts. He said it's worth checking out and watching. He
So
said
we
it
talking
should be crazy.
about so we talking about you said Cody Rhodes, right?
Yeah, I
Did we
believe
talk about,
Cody
yeah.
Rhodes.
So Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins is tag teaming against The Rock and Roman Reigns.
So they're pretty much doing The Rock versus Cody Rhodes.
Is that who we don't like?
That they're right now, to my rough
Beefing?
understanding, like I'm probably botching this as well, but right now, The Rock is the villain and Cody Rhodes is the good guy. And
Really? I tried to do this before.
did you see? I think it was The Rock was on Pat McAfee show or something like that,
Mhm.
and he was talking about, he was like, yeah, he was like,
Oh.
yeah, all the Cody Road fanboy bitches, blah blah
Oh.
blah blah blah, this that and the other, and
I get it.
that was like a month or so ago. So I
I
mean,
get it.
they're really hyping this up, bro.
I get it. No, I get it. No, I get it now. That does make, yeah, that does make, I do remember that. That does make a lot of sense right now. Everything was WrestleMania hype. This is
Yeah, that was kind of what my connection with the wrestling guy was saying. He said, "Look,
interesting.
all of this stuff is like a laid out plan to let you know, not forecast it, but you can probably predict what's going to happen."
So I could, but then I heard something today, which really was crazy. Like, it really was crazy. Let's make my predictions with WrestleMania. Now, this is my, now. First of all, let me say this, which I found out the also the Uso brothers, right? You know what I'm talking about? The Uso brothers, uh, Jimmy and Jay, I guess something like that. They were part of Bloodline, for what I understand. Whatever brothers, they're fighting each other. Got two brothers fighting each other. This. That is Rikishi's sons, and I had no clue.
Yeah, there's a
I
few
had
guys right now
no
that are
clue.
super big in WWE that are they're like sons of other famous wrestlers. Like
Crazy,
I'm so
crazy.
not educated on wrestling, but it is super interesting as an
Yes.
outsider looking in. I mean,
Uh-huh.
especially in relations to the hobby. Um because I mean it was a fun event when I went personally. I mean, we were close enough you could feel the heat off the flames. I mean, it
Jeez.
was fun.
I can imagine. Can you just imagine like WrestleMania 2-day event, Philadelphia? Like, I mean, after seeing this lineup, now like I said, I gotta go to Louisville for a car show. But other than that, I'm looking at this lineup going, I wouldn't mind actually watching this.
Yeah, I kind of, my buddy kind of talked me into it. I think he said he watches it at Dave and Buster's. He's like, "Oh, they
Who?
show up for free, bro."
Do I know him?
To WrestleMania?
No. Do I know you?
Supposedly they show
Connect?
it at like a Dave and Buster's.
Do I know you connect
Uh,
with that?
uh, uh, that was Tommy.
Do I know Tommy?
That's he was set up right next to me at the last Huntsville trade show. He was the one with all the video games.
Oh, okay,
Yes.
okay, no, okay,
Yeah, he had the massive amount of video game. He literally had
yeah,
a video game
yeah.
store within two tables. Yeah.
Jeez, oh yeah. So let me just say, so shout out to Jade. I've been rocking with Jade for about 10, 12 years now. I'm glad that she's finally at WrestleMania. So shout out to Jade. But this is what I'm hearing. My predictions, and I think it's gonna get really real. Is that when The Rock is in his, I guess, match, um, I think Stone Cold's gonna come back doing that match,
You
and
think?
John Cena.
John
Because,
Cena?
and John Cena.
It would be super tight. That would be super tight. Like that would be a cool little like dad's happy, the son or daughter's like, who is this? And dad's over there tripping like, let's go.
It'd be like the perfect thing. Yeah. I mean that would be the perfect thing. That would be
Ric Flair was there when we went to the thing, and bro, when I tell you, I did not realize how big of a deal every fucking person in the it was crazy, bro. It was like I was so not ready for that. I was like, this is like great. It was fun. It was fun.
Oh snap! All right. But that's my little prediction on WrestleMania. I think I had to squeeze that in there because number one, I had no clue that WrestleMania was this week. Only reason I know because I just saw the lineup and I was like, "Oh, is this happening? Is this true?" And it looked really good. So, yeah. So, speaking about box office entertainment, your girl, basically Steph Curry, she came in. Caitlin Clark came in, shot the lights out. I think she scored like 40 points. I mean, that's unreal.
It was crazy, bro.
94. They won 94 to 87. And like I said, with LSU versus LSU, let me tell you right now, the viewership on that was at 12.3 million people watched that game.
Bro, I was just about to say, like the seat prices, it was hilarious. I think the girls' seat tickets were like an extra like $300-400 over what the boys were.
Yeah.
So I mean, it was crazy. It was crazy. And then that ending shot where she's like laid out on the ground. That's such a cool like ESPN like
come on now
photo. Like that's so cool.
Let's put it in perspective where like this game ranked viewership wise on every other basic game that happened like last year. So number one, we can just say that this is the most viewed women's basketball game of all time. Professional, non-professional, overseas, don't matter.
Number 2 as of currently today on YouTube. Like you go look at the top on YouTube, that was the second highest video and watched today.
Really?
Yeah.
And also
because I watched some highlights on it today.
And also every ESPN college basketball game ever is higher on every ESPN. Then CBS has their numbers. I think like Duke did like 15 that last game with North Carolina State. I think they did like 15. So, but that's like on CBS. So just saying ESPN. Listen to me, people. Listen to what I gotta say. ESPN. I don't want people in the chat going, "No big deal. This is the women." Shut up. Okay.
You took me to the wrong place.
Go talk to your wife like that. Go talk to your wife like that. Okay. Jeez. Every MLB game last season, she killed it. Even World Series. So let's put that out there. Every NHL game, including Stanley Cups.
Now, see, I did not realize that. That's super impressive, bro.
That's MLS game last season. Every NBA game last season except for one. And then every college football regular season game last season except for I think Ohio and I think Ohio State and Michigan was bigger. So, yeah. And we're talking about, and I think she was, and we're talking about also not SEC championship game because, of course, we're the best, but Pac-12, Big 12, Big 10, I think Big 12 and I think I said Pac-12 or Pac-10, whatever they are right now, and Cotton Bowl and
question: if you had her autograph. Say we've got an orange to 25 refractor. You've got a big deal. Yeah. Are you holding it or are you selling it right this instant?
I would take. Listen. I believe she can beat UConn. It was going to be a very tough game because Paige is not playing right now. Paige is not playing right now with her, and UConn is better coach team. I think it's a better team than LSU.
I mean, man, that's if I personally was holding that exact card right now, I would have it on eBay. I would have that ready to move.
I think,
just in case. And I mean, I hate to say it like that, but listen, here's going to be the truth. You're only going to have one team that wins at the end of everything.
That's true.
You could ride all the way to the top of the mountain and they could win it out, or you could hold too long and
I wouldn't let it go. I think actually it's a time to let that go. And I have one Caitlin card right now that they play Friday, which is gonna hurt or break me. It's either gonna hurt me or it's gonna make me. So I'm gonna take that card.
What do you have right now?
Just a Bowman. Just a Bowman Chrome.
Bro, I'm putting it on Veriswap tonight. I think
I might have to. I'm gonna check the numbers. I'm gonna see. I think I might have to. I think I might have to.
Here's my thought. Trade into the hype. Like I said, ride as much of the wave as you can. You don't have to ride all the way to the tippy top, because if you can either high risk, high reward ride to the tippy top, or for sure, if you bought any time before the last month on that card, you're definitely green. You're definitely green.
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that tonight. I'm putting on Veriswap tonight. Hopefully, we're also recording this during a tornado warning, so that's how much we love y'all. So if y'all hear this, and this actually goes out, we're safe. If you don't, hey, whatever it is, what it is. Yeah, we tried. So it is what it is. But I just think that, with all that, I think people need to understand why Ice Cube went to her and was like, hey, I'll give you $5 million. You can still play in the WNBA. You can still have your career at the WNBA. I just need you for 10 games, 8 games, 10 games. I just need you for this short season that we have.
See, I'm making that move all day with the caveat that I can still play the WNBA. I would love to see her with Sabrina. I can't say her last name.
Adieska.
Something along that line. Dude, I would love to see those two girls on a team. Dude, talk about domination from the 3-point line. Just like, where do you need it? Bucket.
Jeez Louise.
Buckets.
And then on top of that, I mean,
Otani's parlay was going fire.
Woo! Set it up. Put it on there. Put the bet on there. But like I said, if you talk about if Caitlin Clark, which like I said, somebody needs to advise Caitlin Clark and go, listen, you can either play for the big 3, or you just go overseas and learn a language and be happy, and do whatever. I think it helps either way, because let me tell you something. If she signs up to go to the big 3 is coming to Nashville, I think towards like July or August, something like that. I'm going.
We have to make that happen. No,
I'm going. Can you just imagine? It'll be sold out.
Hold on, please. Can I get an autograph, please? I will wear the jersey, sign it, right, like bam.
And then let me tell you something. And then I know people are gonna be in the chat going, "Well, do you think she can play against Kenyon Martin?" Shut up. She's not gonna be in the post at all. She's not gonna be down low at all. She can shoot. She's gonna shoot over whoever's out there. Whatever. She's gonna shoot the ball. Okay. Well, is she going down? Is she gonna do 40 points? I doubt it. She's not gonna do no 40 points. These are but
she's still gonna put up numbers though. No, she's still gonna definitely put up numbers.
This is not. She's not playing in the NBA. She's not playing against LeBron. Okay, she's playing with 40, 50, 60-year-old ex-NBA players whose knees are gone. Okay, so just don't give me this in the chat going, well, it's a male sport. Shut up. Talk to your wife like that, and then see how that comes about. Period.
You're assuming a lot. That I doubt they have the wife.
They probably don't.
Mom's basement's pretty lit.
Let me tell you something. There's a lot of air in that person. I'll tell you that. That's all I'm gonna say. There's a lot of air in that person. You go talk to that little thing with a lot of air in it, and you argue with that. Don't come in the chat room talking about, well, it's a male. Shut up. Okay. she will shoot the lights out of anybody. All right. And don't come in the chat either talking about, well, why don't they just give it to Angel? Listen, the WNBA is going to have to convince Angel Reese to get in the league. That's all I'm going to say. She's her own star. She don't need the big three. That's all I'm saying. And anybody else in the WNBA, they don't move the needle like Caitlin Liz. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? And Juju's next. Juju moves the needle. Juju's going to be next in the big three. We got people moving the needles. We ain't worried about nobody else. Don't come at me like that. People don't understand marketing and moving needles and stuff. Use what you sign. You sign over $5 million, you make $30 million off of that.
Now talking about moving the needle, have you seen the prices on the One Piece here recently? I know that's kind of a TCG I think you've been aware of here recently. Maybe not our listeners, but I know it's been something on your radar recently. It has been going crazy, bro. Yeah. Yeah, the One Piece has been going crazy. Laura Khanna's been going crazy. I mean, I love sports.
Oh my gosh.
But I'm telling you, man, people need to start dipping their toes into TCG. People need to start dipping their toes into non-sports. I mean, it's like the Star Wars stuff is coming up. Like it's interesting, bro. And in relation to PSA putting out crazy numbers, because didn't PSA break a record as far as grading here recently?
Yes. 1 point. Let me look this up real quick. I thought this was like, I mean, you could talk all you want on let me tell you something. 1.3 million.
Now, I would say a
in March,
vast majority of that is Pokemon and TCG and all of that. People really, really need to get educated on the space. It really, little Hoot here is not running his Corvette into the Lambo in the middle of the parkway. Like
this guy is. That guy is though.
Hey, look, I need him, Vin Diesel. Like, let's go dual auto.
Look at that. I should just get this graded and then cry.
Okay, now you know what you should do to prep that card. Especially, you should run it through the car wash.
And I'm gonna put
on top of the Corvette though. On top of the Corvette.
Yeah, I'm gonna put tire streaks on it. Matter of fact, I'm gonna find a Corvette and I'm gonna put a piece of the Corvette right here. And then I'm gonna make it into a.
Oh my god, that would be the coolest patch of the Rashid Rice with the part of the broken Corvette and Lamborghini.
And then I'm gonna write the number of the rental car company that he rented the Lamborghini from right here on the bottom. Dumbass. What a dumbass.
Okay. Did you see the video? Like there was video of the people right after the wreck. And
I saw a video of the wreck.
Wearing the same shirt that he had posted on Instagram earlier that day. And it's like
shout out to the internet for finding that.
Bro, yeah. Don't do dumb stuff now, people. There are too many people
with and then
no time, cameras, they're putting effort in.
And then let me make this a little better for you. He's only a rookie. Okay? He's only a rookie. He's going into his second year.
Hold on. So you're saying there's a chance he could win a Super Bowl?
He already won it.
$5 right now. Bam.
He already won it.
Money.
This is a rated rookie this year. This is rated rookie. He already won a Super Bowl.
There you go. But I mean another one. He needs another.
Jeez. Can win in jail.
No.
Allegedly.
Boy, if he was smart, he's not going to be the one driving it. Well, hey, okay, so you got any upcoming shows? I think this weekend I'm going to the show in Scottsboro, Alabama. Shout out. I want to say it's the Goose Pond Colony show. I think it's 10 to 2 or 10 to 3, something along that line. It's a old style kind of baseball show, but there's a lot of TCG coming in. There's at least 4 or 5 TCG tables. But it's a fun show. It's a great show. I'm personally going to drop some stuff off to Nash Cards to grade. But yeah, man, I think it's a good time.
Yeah, I'll be in Louisville, J&J. Sports. Shout out to Jeff, super cool dude. I'll be there Saturday, so that's gonna be super fun. It's gonna be super fun, and then I'm gonna put the stuff for Indianapolis show, so I'm gonna do that. Put my payment down on that one for the Midwest Monster, so that's gonna be definitely super fun.
Yeah. I would really like to do the Midwest Monster. That's one of those shows where you see so much footage on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, and you're just like, man, I really, really want to go.
Yeah. I just so that's where I'm gonna be at this weekend. And then next weekend be in Tuscaloosa, and then I gotta find something else after that. And then it's like Detroit, and then it's back at the Flip after that. So yeah, I'm being Louisville. But since we over here, hope this ain't the tornado coming. Anyway, I don't know why. Listen, it is what it is.
Well, hey man, that feels like a good show. You know, we hit it with a wrap.
Yeah, we do that.
Okay, so everybody, I think we lost Amani. So don't forget, but like, follow, subscribe, tell your mom, tell your grandma, tell your best friends, download the show. It really helps. We appreciate all the comments we get. We appreciate all the DMs. We really appreciate everybody who shared. Like, it's super clutch. We're trying to build this platform up. Reach out if there's anything you want us to talk about. We are always open to any kind of feedback. So shout out. Peace.